Look, adventurers, if you, like many others, are struggling with feeling frustrated about handling the undead because you lacked the foresight to include a cleric in your party, or somehow the cleric with turn undead is down, I have the solution for you from our dear friend Senshi. Today we are making something that can not only be used to dispel those evil spirits, but dispel the negative ones inside. Today we're making Exorcism Sorbet from Delicious in Dungeon. Let's dive right in and get started, shall we? Okay, so I went to go double check that you could see what was happening in the pot, and it turns out I never pressed record. Why is there cat hair in the pot? Basically, the instructions on making simple syrup. This is super easy. It's 1 part granulated sugar to 1 part water. We're gonna make sure it's nice and clear. We're gonna boil this for about 2 minutes once it gets to that stage, and then we're gonna let this cool completely before we do anything else. Now the pattern goes as follows. We're gonna take 10 ounces of frozen fruit along with 1/3 cup of simple syrup, half a teaspoon of lemon juice, and we're going to blend that. Now, if you noticed, I used pineapple, and this blended mixture is a little yellow. The sorbet has white in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like the tiniest bit of purple food coloring, similar to how you would tone bleached hair, and I'm going to put that on a little bit of a bamboo skewer, and then I'm going to put that in the pineapple, and we're going to blend that together, and it will tone to a nice creamier whitish color rather than just stay yellow. Hey, color theory! Hooray! Because we still have more flavors to do, we're going to transfer the current sorbet into a bowl, pop that in the freezer, and let it chill and stay solid while we work on the others. We're going to repeat this 3 times. We're doing this with mango, mixed berry, and blueberry. Now, the only thing I changed about the blueberry is because blueberry is going to be purple when you process it this way and add some acidity from lemon juice, I added a little bit of blue spirulina powder, and it still wasn't quite as blue as I liked, so I added about a drop of gel blue food coloring. To get the effect of multicolor scoops, we're going to marble our sorbets together in the pan. So instead of doing a shallow loaf pan for sorbet, we're going to do a wide 9x13 pan, and we're going to add dollops of our different flavors around the pan until everything is in the pan. There's going to be a lot of sorbet in here, but we're not quite done. We're going to take a bamboo skewer or a knife or a fork or whatever you like to use, and we're going to weave that back and forth through the sorbet to kind of blend them together a little bit so it doesn't look quite clumpy when we do a scoop. Then we're going to take some plastic wrap, press that into the top of the sorbet, and we're going to put this in the freezer for a minimum of 3 hours. Let it sit in the freezer for a minimum of 3 hours or overnight, and then remove from the freezer to scoop. You can let it sit at room temperature for about 2 minutes before you go ahead and serve. And make sure to get a little bit of everything because this is delicious. As always, wipe down your serving dishes, and there you go. This sorbet was so delicious, and the thing I like most about this recipe is how adaptable it is based on preferences, right? If you want to have bananas, if you want to do watermelon, you can do those. I would personally recommend, if you're using fresh fruit, to cut it up and then freeze it before you use it in a sorbet, just to help with texture and setting time. But I mean, you do you. That brings us to the end of the episode. If you liked what you saw, smash that like button. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or recommendations, drop those down below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm happy to answer any questions to the best of my ability. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We would love to have you join the Underdark Sellers table, and ring that bell for notifications so you're the first to know when new videos go live. Do something nice for someone else this week, and take care of yourselves, adventurers, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.